and that includes dead people, you should try and look for someone who people theorize is an immortal, and it's like some famous actor now.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, and just see if they actually are just that immortal.
Well, I can tell you
their
this.
past lives too.
Ted Theodore Logan is dead. Because Keanu Reeves doesn't know how to fucking act like Ted in Bill and Ted 3. Just judging from the trailers.
Hey,
Which
you
weird,
say that,
since he's
and the trailer is playing on TV right now.
It's weird. Because, like, you can't really hear Alex, Alex Winter, he still does the voice. I can't do the voice. He still does the voice. But, like, Ted is just like, hi, everybody. I'm Ted from Bill and Ted. And believe me, I'm still that wacky surfer dude.
Why is Ted like 70 years old?
Because he's old now for some reason.
He's had a rough life.
Yeah, he killed a lot of people.
Oh, jeez.
299 people. A quick Google search. Keanu Reeves killed 299 people in the John Wick series. God, I love getting into arguments for stupid things on the internet and not real things. I got into an argument because I watched the video on why Ruby is disappointing, and this guy got really mad. He's like, this guy just hates Ruby. It's like, no, if you watch the fucking video, he's like, I like Ruby. I just wish it was better. But whatever.
Yeah. No, every like actual Ruby fan is just like, yeah, this show seemed promising, but it's really bad. But every now and again, it shows you that it could be so good.
Stop watching it. It's just Soul Eater. Just watch a good anime. I've never seen Soul Eater. I just assume.
Soul Eater's alright.
Justin, have you seen Ruby?
Nope.
Okay, I was about to say, I want you to compare the two.
I couldn't get past the CGI, so...
I don't blame you. I gave it 3 seasons, and then I quit because I got through halfway season 4, and it was fucking boring.
Oh, season 4 is garbage and nothing happens. You can skip it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, when you have an entire season of characters just walking around doing nothing, it's fucking stupid. Like, I would give it an excuse. I would excuse it. I would only excuse it if it was an adaptation of a tabletop role-playing session that somebody did. That's the only time I would excuse it, and being like, well, I mean, it is what the characters did, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, if somebody adapted, like, their D&D, like, thing. But, like, it isn't. They consciously made every decision that they made in a writing room.
Yeah, I think the breakdown for season 4 is, like, Jean is even more of a creator's pet than ever before. I want to say you find out what Ren's semblance is, which is, like, muting emotions, which hides you from Grimm. And Nora is an orphan who was raised by Ren's family. There you go. That's season 4.
You could make one episode out of that. Like, literally, you could. I don't know.
I think that was one episode.
I know it was. It was like... Oh, I think I did watch all of season 4 now that I think about it. I don't remember watching it because it was that bad.
You know what I recommend? Not watching it again.
I can't do that. If I'm going to watch a show, I have to watch all the seasons. I don't like the fact when people say, oh, you have to watch the show, but you have to skip this season because it's bad. I don't like that.
So bad, and nothing important happens.
Wait,
I'm telling you, nothing of narrative importance happens. There's no character development. They don't get anywhere. It's just bad.
There has to be one thing, even if it's a small thing. There has to be one thing that happens and it carries on and it makes some kind of reference in future episodes.
All right, I can give you 2 things. One, you find out Nora was an orphan who was raised by Ren's family. 2, Jean decides to melt down Pyrrha's gear and add it onto his own gear, as opposed to sending it to the next of kin like a responsible person.
Or, I don't want to be the person to say this because this was not my opinion, but it was a really good one that I heard. Why didn't Ruby make the weapon? She's a weaponsmith.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think Ruby had access to the place to do it.
She moves really fast. I don't know. Like, they could just, like...
Making a weapon takes time.
I'm just saying,
Have you not read any of the Pathfinder rules for crafting? Takes weeks.
Although
I
there
don't
is
know
an
what you're
official
talking about. I
dungeon-
made a magic item in 4 hours.
But that's because you cheated.
There is an official Dungeons and Dragons like setting for Ruby, and I'm gonna go find out how crafting works in that setting, and then I'll find out how they can fix this better. Anyways, I think I'm done with my tangent. I like arguing about these things.
I hit record on Cast, but we can hit record on Audacity right now.
Now, okay, got it. I already started recording. Let's get on and not
Great.
talk about Ruby anymore.
Are you sure? You're saying the right stuff to get the right people angry.
Look, it's my opinion that the people
That
who
was your
get
first
angry
mistake, having an opinion.
Look, it's my opinion that the people who get furiously angry and defend Ruby are a vocal minority. I think most people are on the it could be better side, and we all just kind of agree with that. I'm not really a Ruby fan, so sorry everybody else who heard any of that.
I am a Ruby fan, and I'm eternally disappointed. Last season was really good, though, for Ruby.
Hey, look, in my heart, it ended at season 3, and it's just one of those series that ends on a downer.
It can't end at season 3 because they killed my favorite character.
Look, I'm just saying, I kind of saw that coming. To be
yeah,
honest, she's
many
a
people
robot,
did.
and they are kind of, hack writers.
Whoa,
So-
wow, oof.
They are, though.
They really are.
Now we're no longer going to be sponsored by Ruby.
I don't give a shit.
Rooster Teeth
hey,
wouldn't sponsor a podcast, they just buy us.
They just fucking make it. They have their own Dungeons & Dragons podcast already, and it's Ruby! It's about Ruby!
It all comes back around.
They had another one that wasn't about Ruby, and apparently that wasn't successful enough, so they're like, hey, you know what, let's fucking just add the red, white, blue, and yellow colors on top of this shit, we can make profit.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't know if that's smart or if that's sad. Sad that they couldn't make something new popular and that they had to resort to like their old stuff as in Ruby, or smart that they figure out how to make more profit out of Ruby. I don't know.
It depends on your perspective. From a business perspective, it's sad. From a business perspective, it's smart because of what they did. But from a creative perspective, it's fucking sad. Like, just to let your franchise fucking die once it runs out of steam. Please, for the love of Christ. We don't need another goddamn Ruby season. I don't know. So I think that we got the niceties on our end out of the way of how are you doing.
You didn't even ask how we were doing. We just went.
Well, I'm still gonna have to ask it though, because that's routine. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Infinite Adventures podcast. How is everyone doing today?
I would refer to the first 8 minutes of the recording.
Better than the Spies season is. Heyo.
Are we referring to Blaseball or some weird Team Fortress 2 thing that I'm not aware of?
No, it's Blaseball.
Gotcha.
Baseball. Is that back? Or is it still out?
Did it ever end?
We started season 4 this week. There was a 2-week hiatus.
And how's Huston do? Oh, Jesus. Okay, I gotta stop.
How's
What?
what?
Sorry, I saw something I shouldn't have seen.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You good?
Did
I'm
you
good.
pass your sanity check?
I think so. I just saw somebody's jaw got ripped off their mouth. It was stop motion, claymation. I might add.
Just outside your window.
Oh God, we can't
I think
all.
we're all doing better than that guy.
I like how you had to quickly specify all these things. Okay, well, I hope everyone's doing great.
Wait, what
I'm
about
doing
Justin?
pretty good. Oh, Justin. Oh, well, Justin doesn't like to say anything.
Yeah, I'm
The
I'm
eternal, the eternal emotional status of Justin Tran. I'm good.
I live and I exist, and that is all.
That's all they need
Are
to
you
know
doing
about
those little
you.
things with your fingers? You know, like Doctor Strange when he does.
Yes, I'm doing that Mr. Burns stuff. Yeah.
I like how you went to. I'm doing the Mr. Burns thing. I mean, like the thing where you put your hands off to your side in fucking meditation, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm doing the Mr. Burns thing."
Excellent.
I can't do the Mr. Burns thing. Is that what
You're
saying?
allowed to. I was just asking if that's if you were doing something else.
We're gonna stop calling it the Mr. Burn thing because we might get sued.
We get sued. We're playing a game made by another company.
I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm having a great day as well. Thanks for asking. I guess we'll just jump right into the game. Why wait? We did leave off with a quite a weird ending last session. Anybody care to recap that little special episode?
Great googly moogly, it all went to shit.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Well, it started off pretty bad, and then it got worse, and then it got terrible, and then we narrowly got out.
Except for John.
But 33% of us died. Now, I'm not the kind of person who wants to spill any ill omens or anything, but I sure do hope that does not happen in the real world. I just want to point that out, because we're starting to head in that trajectory right now. Hey, if you want to edit that out, that'd be cool. I don't care at this point anymore.
I like to say that it started okay. Got a little bit bumpy. This road had a little bit too many speed bumps on there. But then it smoothed out again. And then we did the wrong turn, and we went just totally off a cliff. With the last few minutes of battle. But I think the episode started off pretty good. I wouldn't say strong. You guys were fighting will-o-wisps, which were not corporeal, which made the battle pretty easy. Okay, not easy, but easier than fighting the Ibshades that encountered in the episode previous to that one. So in that way, I thought, yeah, had it, not easy, but easier than that. So, which is why I thought y'all started pretty good. I think once the battle started with the shades, that's when, things got a little bit rough. I don't think I really did much healing, to tell you the truth. I think y'all each just chugged down a potion and then just went for it, which was pretty brave of y'all to do so. Also, some may say pretty idiotic, but I mean, hey, I guess it's up to them to choose which side they'll take on that coin.
Oh yeah, so until further notice, for my Mnemonic Esoterra, the thing that lets me choose a spell to put on my class spell list for a day, it's Ghostbane Dirge until further notice.
That's not that bad, because you never know when you're gonna fight another incorporeal creature. So, you live and you learn.
Real bad.
I can imagine the next stop y'all make at a city, the first thing you're gonna go is like, we get fucking off this boat and buy a fucking wand of that spell. But no. Y'all managed to not win the battle, but y'all managed to steal the idol of a green water lizard, I think is what it's called. I will say that if y'all were to take time and observe the statue itself, you would actually recognize the statue, because the statue itself is actually depicting the creature that was approaching the town. That's its statue, I guess, in a sense. So that's a little fun bit for y'all to know. But yeah, like we mentioned, only 2/3 of the party managed to escape. Sadly, the Dreamlands took someone once again. So Dreamland is 2 and I don't know how many times I traveled. 2 and
are you doing a
5?
KD for us? Because we've racked up a few more kills than 2 on their end.
Well, I meant like in this dream excursion, like from once y'all left Thrashmore. This is a solid second time dying in the Dreamlands. So things are gonna are just gonna get a little bit more rougher for Assad. We did have that little instance of him waking up back in a what looks to be a cage of some sort, in prison. He is chained up, and we have the good old ghoul captain seem to have been torturing him. I did mention that before Assad passed out again. He saw that the ghoul had cut one of his legs off, which happens to be what he was trying to feed Assad. He was eating your leg.
Oh no, I was aware when you described it, and he said it was delicious.
It was delicious. So there's some compliments there, Assad. You are friggin' delicious.
Apparently, my legs are very delicious. in other contexts, that would be a compliment.
But you wake up from passing out in that prison back onto the boat. You did die. That is one thing that we know for a fact. You died. And from what we know about the Dreamland excursion is that death is not permanent, but death does come with a consequence, and that is to your mind in itself. And so, as your punishment for dying in the Dreamlands, and yes, it's a punishment. How dare you die in the Dreamlands? I mean, come on, just wake up.
Okay.
Instead, typically, if you die in the Dreamlands, you get a lesser madness, and then if you die again, that gets elevated to a greater madness. Now, since you've technically cured all those effects, you're not suffering from anything. But because this is your second time dying, I thought I'll change up some stuff. And I'm not going to give you greater madness, because those are typically, character ending effects. They make your character almost non-usable in a sense. As we can see, Anya's greater madness made her permanently blind. No spell can fix that, and lost in one limb. Luckily, I chose her arm because I knew that she used bombs, so I chose that. But instead of giving you greater madness, because again, those are pretty harsh on a character, I'm going to give you 2 lesser madnesses. Okay. In the form of both delusion and phobia.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so Assad, you wake up back onto the boat. It's been a few minutes, not even a few minutes actually. It's been less than a minute since the other two have woken up. Nestle and Zal. You see that it's taken a while for Assad to wake up, and there's a concern on Nestle's face, because typically this is supposed to be immediate. Last time this happened, it took Assad a whole day to wake back up. But less than a minute, Assad, you reawaken. And everything is kind of in a haze to you. Everything doesn't seem real. Give me a quick will save.
Okay, let's see a will save. I'm not good at those. 14?
Okay.
Mid, somewhere around there.
So, this haze kind of takes up your vision. Everything looks off to you, and you try to rub your eyes to see if there's any residue in your eyes that is causing this haze, and you open up your eyes again, but the haze is still there, and you feel like you're still dreaming. As right now, Assad, every time you fail your will save, you think that you are still in the dream. And as your consequence for that, basically is you will take a -2 to all your charisma and wisdom based abilities
when I fail that save, or always?
Every time you fail that save. So your persuasions, your sense motives, your bluffs, your intimidates, that it's going to be affected by that. But as of right now, you reawake into this world thinking that you have reawakened to another dream. I'll tell you what your phobia is whenever we get to that.
Oh, of course, that's gonna be a surprise, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh, this is weird. Alright, so as he kind of gets up, he sees y'all and just kind of oh hey Blue, hey Zal, when did you get here? No, you were oh, are we? Oh no, okay, I'm sorry, got a little bit confused there. How's it been going, Zal? You were kind of the town. All right, that's weird.
Sorry, not we. You were told not to go into, but we all went into anyway. I forgot the name of it.
That was Riverton. Yeah, no, that was definitely Riverton or Riverport. No, it was Riverton. Are you doing all right? I mean, damn. I guess that must have knocked me out pretty hard. Jesus. Southern Rain. I don't know who the fuck Jesus is.
I mean, I got out of there in time. Did you?
Man, I think I remember them hitting me in the head really hard, and then my leg disappeared. Oh, he like looks down. Okay, my leg is fine. My leg is fine. Okay. And he kind of like looks around, and you can see him kind of straining a bit. Nestle, how you doing?
Sauter, are you okay?
I'm fine. What are you talking about? I just... He kind of like pats himself. He's like, did y'all must have healed me when we got out of that fight, I presume.
I mean, I got you up, but there was nothing else I could do.
All I could do was take the item and leave.
And then, as you kind of say that, he's like, well, I hope you got that hidden away somewhere pretty safe, because those frogs looked like they were kind of eager to get their hands on it, so to speak. And then, as he says that, he kind of like looks around for a second. He's like, you know, I am kind of curious. What does like that statue's like not gonna hurt us or anything if like we look at it, is it?
Well, I don't think so. But we're not in the Dreamlands right now, so it's not on us.
And he kind of looks at you kind of funny when you say that. No. Pretty sure we are. I don't remember waking up, Nestle. And then he kind of like chuckles a bit, and he's like, can I take a look at the statue?
Assad, we're in the mortal plane.
And he kind of looks at you as you, with like a look of kind of like confusion for a second. And he's like, oh man, that must have hit you real hard, Nestle. No, you see, the Dreamlands feel very real when we're in them. Like, I can see how you'd be mistaken by that. But if you want to show me the statue, like, I think it would probably, you know, it would be kind of interesting to kind of get a look at it, just out of curiosity.
Assad.
What's up, Zal?
We are in the material plane.
We definitely are there. We're asleep.
No.
These are our immaterial projections. They feel very real.
We're awake. You aren't suffering from a loss of blood anymore, Assad. Remember, you stabbed yourself when we entered.
Yeah, and I assume that you healed me. Wait, something's not adding up.
I'm so glad Assad still had 1 point of con damage.
Hold on. And he kind of looks around for a second, and he puts his hand on the bed that he's on, and it like focuses for a second. He's like, "No, I mean, it does feel eerily calm. That it was just storming a moment ago." And then he motions over to the door, like he gets up and starts moving towards the door. What time of day is it, David?
Late afternoon. No, you know what? I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna say it's just a little bit past noon. I'm gonna say about maybe 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Not too far past noon.
And then he's like, I mean, it's strange that the day just changed so drastically.
I will say that as you look around, everything does look familiar, but it doesn't look the same.
No, I get what you mean. Like it's still like fuzzy in the perception, basically.
Also, like, in a dream, the time of day can change however the hell it wants.
Yeah, no, and that's why he's still on. I think I'm in a dream still. What are you talking about? Oh, right. He thinks it's a dream. So yeah. No,
everything moves in a slow motion whenever you're not really observing it.
Yeah, I got what you're saying. Okay, well, he kind of like leans on the boat a bit, and you see him kind of like struggle leaning against it because he miscalculates where it is for a second. Whew. You know, I never really paid attention to this ship before.
I'm sorry, that got quiet for a while.
I like to imagine that silence was just y'all staring at him, okay?
Yeah, it's just like... What? Nestle, what does that mean?
And he kind of looks at the ocean. He's like, "It's really calm out here. I never noticed how calm it is out here."
Does he still think we're in the Dreamlands?
I think so. I'm not sure what we can do to convince them either.
You know, the first time we did one of the dreams and we died. We had I think Assad was starting to not trust people.
You've read, we've said that, for, Azal, we said that you read the Chains of Night, right?
Yeah, the book with all the spells in it, or the rituals, rather.
Okay, I'm pretty sure y'all would have brought up that y'all died before in the Dreamlands. That's when you start recalling that things work differently in the Dreamlands. You know, you already know that you can't bring things back from the Dreamlands to the material plane. But one thing that did stick out to you is the consequences upon death, where death isn't permanent in the Dreamlands. You can die in the Dreamlands, and your mortal body, your material body, still remains alive. Your consciousness returns back to your body, but in replacement of death, you suffer mental damage in the forms of madnesses, some greater than others. And you know that there's different types of stuff that can happen to you. You've talked to Anya already, and you've known that she suffered a greater madness, greater damage to her mind that prevents her from ever seeing again and from moving her arms. You're thinking that in the last moment that you can recall, Assad was barely alive, and most likely he was killed in the Dreamlands, and now he's suffering from one of those mental illnesses.
Assad, when we met, you mentioned in passing that you had died before.
Yeah, many times.
But in the Dreamlands too, while under the effects of the ritual that you still think you're under.
Okay.
I think that's happened again. I did what I could to help you get out alive, but they must have gotten you before you could actually wake up. And I don't think that there's any way that we can convince you that this is a dream. Or this isn't a dream. Damn it! Oh, well. Shit!
Yes.
Wait, this is a dream. I knew it. Everything I ever thought was wrong is now out of the window.
Well, you see, I mean, at some point, a dream person will slip up and tell the truth.
Well, fuck. This isn't a dream. That just ruined my entire train of thought.
You know, I'm starting to think that you guys might be right. this isn't. We're not in the Dreamlands, because in the Dreamlands, like I'm still like lucid, you know, like I'm still kind of like things are still filled with material and stuff, but y'all are very y'all are very what's the word I'm looking for?
Lively?
No, like y'all really love to pick apart people's brains. Y'all are nerds.
What's that supposed to mean?
Out of character, y'all can decipher this in character if y'all want. Out of character, he thinks that y'all are dream representations of y'all selves, and the fact that y'all are acting so like in character is kind of like he thinks that that's what he thinks of y'all.
Oh.
Yeah, that y'all would be what's the word I'm looking for? Not critical. Yeah, I guess critical. Skeptical. That since y'all are so skeptical, that would make sense for him. That y'all would be continuing being skeptical even in a dream of his.
Assad, Nestle's an investigator, and I've read minds for decades, possibly longer than you've been alive.
Yeah,
of
because
course
you're like
we're
a magic
nerds.
elf. Yeah. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go
Yeah.
find out if the captain thinks that thinks that me, Nestle, and Anya, and Brackish, and Karagor, and Karagor's dead. Is he dead? I think he's dead. Anyways, if we're cool, I think that would be really nice, because then it would be very helpful for us to find out if she's gotten over the whole we accidentally, you know, open up a portal or something. I forgot what we did, honestly.
I mean, she's right behind me, isn't she?
Technically,
According to this map?
no. She will be in her cabin.
Okay.
I'm still trying to find a good middle ground for how to play this, by the way, just for everybody.
Yeah,
who's
no, you're
listening.
good.
I was thinking that. Here's the thing. You said he was delusional. I was just thinking that he was going to compartment. I don't know what the fuck the words I'm using are. I like to use big boy words, and I don't know what they mean sometimes. He's trying to. His mind, I feel like, would try to. You know when you tell a conspiracy theorist, and you give them evidence for stuff, and it's really good evidence, but then they just like shrug off the good evidence and go, "That's what they want you to think." Like a good way of like really getting it into him. I'm fine. I just won't think about that too much, okay? Alright.
And then as this all happens, you see Freeling walk out all joyful and be like, "Oh, y'all guys are back up. I hope y'all have had a great trip."
I fell, but yeah, I had a great trip.
You fell, as in, wait, you died?
No, I'm fine. I fell here. Like, I fell over.
Oh, okay.
Must-
Typically, fighters, when they say they fallen, it's death.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just misplaced my leg for a second there.
Misplaced your leg. What did y'all do in Dreamlands?
Well, I think Assad died. He was the last one out.
Oh my god, you're still on about... I died many times before. I don't remember dying. I'm good.
Are you sure you good?
I'm good. I just got knocked out. That's it. Like, I'm fine. I didn't die. I would remember dying. I remember every other time I did, so why would this one be any different?
Zal, why do you say he died? He seems fine to me.
He woke up a minute after us, a whole minute. He was unconscious. I managed to slip him a potion while invisible, but they seemed to notice he was... No, it wasn't even seemed to notice. He coughed or something, right? When Assad became conscious after the potion, he like coughed or something, right? He gasped.
Yeah, he gasped for air.
After pouring a potion down his throat while he was unconscious, he gasped, and well, we hadn't taken out all the enemies. There was no way we could have, and there was no way I could do anything else for him. So I didn't see it happen, but I'm pretty sure he died.
Assad, are you sure you're feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine. I don't know why everybody's so goddamn concerned about this.
Okay, so here's my next question. you, Assad, you still think you're in a dream. That is not going to change for the duration of this day. Are you going to start bluffing to have people think that you are awake?
Oh my god. You know what? Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I'm just like, at some point he's just gonna get fed up about all these NPCs continuously asking him if he's in a dream or not.
Mm-hmm. Because this is where I decided to home rule some stuff, and that is if you want to bluff about or maybe use diplomacy. I don't know I don't think diplomacy would be the best one to use, or unless you can give me a really good reason why you want to use diplomacy on this. But I will go with bluff instead. If you want to bluff about being okay, like, oh yeah, I'm not dreaming. I just was a little bit lightheaded. I thought I was dreaming, whatever. Because you know that they're gonna continue to pester
interrogate
you.
me.
Yeah. So if you want to use a bluff check to trick them into thinking that you are really awake, you get a +5 to your bluff check.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. And that's the only time it would be a +5. I gotcha.
Yes. Only to lie about your illness.
All right, so let me go ahead and roll that then.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's good.
I'm convinced.
Okay, so you're convinced. Nestle, did you want to roll a sense motive?
Sure, yeah.
I rolled
do.
shit. I honestly thought I was gonna get anybody.
I have a -1 to that check.
Is this with...
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no, it'd be 15.
It'd be 15.
Then,
okay.
Yeah, because we had the 5 to it.
What I should have asked is, do you want to use like your passive sense motive, or did you want to roll for it?
I think he rolled a 28.
28. Okay, so Zal, you think that you've talked sense into Assad, and that maybe Assad did. At least right now, you don't think he actually died. Now, you do not think he actually died, and that maybe it was just trauma that was really affecting him, because y'all did leave him alone, and you don't know for how long he was left alone for. Nestle, you don't think Assad is being sincere when he say that he was wrong. I'm awake. I'm awake. I understand that now. You don't think he was being sincere about that. Freeling, she believes you. She's like, okay, if you're telling me that you are okay, then fine. We'll just we don't have any stops anytime soon. It should be a pretty straight travel to Casimir. So I hope you don't guys have any. I hope y'all don't have plans on traveling to the Dreamlands again anytime soon. Y'all just came back. So if you want to do some work around the ship, you're free to do so. But Assad, if you feel weird in any way, come look for one of us.
No, I got you, of course.
And so then she walks back into her cabin.
And then as she kind of like finally leaves and goes away. So, what y'all thinking of doing? Fishing, mopping?
I don't exactly have many physical talents. Maybe I could do some rope work?
Oh, okay, look, here's the thing. They say that fishing is a physical thing. It kind of is, but there's a lot of mental nuance that goes on. And I think you would do very good at it. Nestle, why don't you go fish too? We can go fishing together.
I just imagine casting slow on a bunch of fish at once. Alright, so the fish gets on the hook and I cast glue seal on the hook.
Wait, wouldn't the water kind of make it not work?
Probably.
No, so if you do ask that question, like, in character, I think Assad would, like, ask the logical question of, wouldn't the glue just get stuck to the water?
I suppose it might.
You want to do some fishing? Give me some fishermen.
Oh, it's a profession roll. That's a wisdom check.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that this thing has got the right modifier on it.
And I fail to assist.
Oh.
Alright, well,
Why don't you just fish on your own? You guys are all terrible at this.
Okay, so Zal and Nestle stand right next to you, and they're getting ready to cast their lines, and you're telling them what to do. Everything that Cal told you.
Oh no, better. He's making up random shit that would only make sense in a dream.
Well, no, wait, you haven't rolled your fisher. Did you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you got
11,
13.
'cause of minus
Okay,
2 from
so
wisdom.
I'll say this: you're trying to tell them what Cal told you to do, but you don't remember exactly what he said. So half of it is what he told you, but then you're also putting your own filler in there. And Zhao gets ready to cast the line, so he tosses it back, and then as soon as he launches it, the whole rod flies out of his hand.
No, wait, I can get this, and I cast Mage Hand.
You catch the rod before it sinks into the water. But I mean, you still failed at your first cast. What Nestle tries to do is that he has a tighter grip on his, and he throws the line out, but he does that thing where the hook stabs into the back of his neck.
Oh, his neck? I was expecting him to, like, lose a sailor's hat.
No, we can't have Nestle lose his hat. That's like his trademark.
It didn't have to be his hat.
But yes, Assad, this is what your teaching has done.
He kind of like chuckles a bit. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh wow. I didn't realize I was that bad of a teacher. Cal made it look so easy."
And as you look down into the water, Assad, you see so many fishes. But as everyone else looks into the water, you see just a small count.
As he kind of says, as he looks down at the fish and sees they all are fucking up, he's like, "God damn. I could probably just go ask Kel to help us out." And he kind of looks at you. I'm just kidding, of course.
Who's Kel?
His friend.
Are they on the ship?
No, they're not.
Okay, so today is pretty much a done day. We could pretty much move on to whenever y'all want to. Well, here's the next question: do y'all want to go back into the Dreamlands again?
Immediately? Yeah, very doubtful. We didn't learn about it, but we know that Assad is affected.
Yeah. Throughout the whole day, you are suspicious of Assad. Let's do this. Let's go into a day let's see if we can get into a day where Assad is okay. So we'll say today ends with y'all trying to learn how to fish. You would think, Zal, you have lived a long enough life where you would probably pick up that trait, but I mean, I'm wrong, I guess.
Clearly not. 200-year-old elf still can't fish. 201-year-old.
So the day comes to a close, and during this time, it's I'll say it's about 10 o'clock. Assad, you get your senses back. You feel like you had no clue why you thought today was a whole dream. Like, everything comes back to you. At least you're really hoping you are awake. I just wanted to know, like, around what time would your character rest?
Well, when everyone else is going to go to sleep, Zal is going to attempt to cast Dream, because as we mentioned, we changed around racial things so that Zal's backstory makes more sense. So I want to cast Dream and try and see if I can contact Nashram from the waking world. Reasons it could fail is she's not alive, we just can't contact people in the world of dreams, or for some reason she doesn't dream. But the goal is to try and see if I can tell her the truth of why we were there, and wish her, or express that we hope that the city is alive, and if not, just say that we did the best we could do, and we're sorry. It's one-way communication, so she could not respond.
Okay, I'll leave that to the end then.
If she's not asleep, I would just stay in a trance that I am not aware of anyone in, until she is asleep.
Okay, you know what? I'll do this. Go ahead and roll 1d100. I won't tell you what percentage I'm looking for, but go ahead and roll for it.
37.
37? Okay. You get ready to take your rest, and you prepare this spell, I guess, casting it upon yourself, and you enter into this void, I'm guessing, like, of meditation. And does this last until you actually wake up for the next day?
It lasts until either I am disturbed during the trance, or until I can actually give the message.
Okay. Well, throughout the whole process of this casting, and as long as no one interrupts you, nothing happens. You can try again, but maybe one try doesn't mean she's dead.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know that I can't willfully end the spell. I'm just in a trance until someone, like, shakes me awake, basically. So we'll see when that happens.
Oh, I mean, probably once everyone wakes up, someone will walk up to you and like, hey, you're kind of... If you're doing it outside, then they'll probably wake you up and be like, hey, can you go to sleep somewhere else? You're kind of in the way of stuff. If you're doing it inside, I'm pretty sure someone will wake you up like, hey, you know, it's blah, blah, blah. You should be getting up by now. But nothing happens. You don't contact anyone.
Okay.
Nestle, you rest. Assad, it is your turn.
Is it the end of the day?
Yes. Was there something specific you wanted to do before the end of the day, or no?
No, but you said that I regained my senses. Is that correct?
Yeah. You kind of start to regain your senses.
So, am I aware that I've been dreaming this whole time, or
it's one of those things where you're thinking that you may actually be awake, but you're stuck in this like limbo of thinking that you are awake, but you're also thinking like, no, but things are a little bit off. I think I am dreaming. So
I'm simultaneously. I simultaneously have the delusion that I am in a dream, but also now lucid in a dream. Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Have y'all ever had a lucid dream? Those are weird.
Those are the best. What are you talking about? You control.
I've only ever had a few, and every time I have them, I freak out and wake up. So that's usually how my dreams end. When I develop sentience. It's like that episode of Rick and Morty when the Morty robot finds out that he's alive and he wants to be alive, but then the robots like engage override and he's like, no, do not engage override, and then he fucking dies. That's me in a dream when I realize I'm in a dream. So he kind of just like freaks out a little bit. I feel like that would be an appropriate thing, like an internal one, not like an external in any way. And he just kind of like he's still on the ship, and he just kind of like quickly like kind of like power walks to the room, and he goes in and tries to go to sleep.
Okay. I had something planned, but I think I'll wait for it actually. Okay. You fall asleep, and the next day comes up. So go ahead and give me this is a new day, so you can all gain your respective HP, which is
okay. So did my trance count as sleeping? Because that's a question that I'm trying to figure out right now.
I'm okay counting it as a rest. That's not a big deal for me right now. I'm okay counting it as a rest.
If elves were half deer, would they be trancing and prancing at the same time?
Oh my god.
No, because deer stop when they're in a trance, like typically in front of a truck.
Hey, damn! I got a 19. I don't know if that's high enough to pass. I just feel like it should be.
We'll save. Okay, so yeah. So the next day starts. Everyone can heal up to max. This time when you wake up, Assad, everything you remember, experience everything that you did yesterday. So for some reason you don't know why you thought you were in a dream yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So you know that you were in a dream, or you know that you thought that you were in a dream, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But yeah, you wake up feeling stupid. Like, why the hell did I think I was in a dream? But no, yeah, you wake up, you're fine today. It is a new day. Probably 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, whatever time y'all want it to be.
Hassan wakes up at 3 in the morning. Thank you, good sir. I'm just kidding.
So it is the next day. Assad, you wake up, you're fine. You don't think you're in a dream today. And if there's anything, so basically this is what I'm basically gonna be looking for. It's now I've mentioned this in the past where there is certain events that can happen during certain days. We can wait till we get them. What I'm really looking for is, when do y'all want to travel to the Dreamlands again, if at all?
Okay. I think we should have this conversation in character. So
That's why it's like, I think this day, 62 days into the travel, you're lucid. You know you're not in a dream. I think this will be the best time to have this conversation when you're not in the mindset of you thinking you're in a dream.
all right, guys, group huddle. So, Nestle, Zal.
Zal is
Yes.
knocked out.
Oh yeah, I'm
So-
still unconscious. I haven't been shaken awake.
I throw my throwing dagger and hit him. No, I walk over there and wake him up.
It's been like,
Ugh.
it's like 2 in the afternoon already. He still hasn't woken up.
You know, I just realized that I could non-lethally, like, you know, hit him with the dagger if I like put a cork on the end and try to hit him with the cork.
Technically, you could coup de grace me. I think I'm unaware of
I'm
my
not trying
surroundings.
to
and
kill
can't
you,
think.
Jesus.
I'm just saying I'm technically helpless.
I'm just saying, I have a second character I've been wanting to use.
Yeah,
What? No,
brow
that's for
mole.
episode 100. No.
All right, so Zal, are we lucid again?
What? Oh. Huh.
You
I
were in a
guess
trance there.
I should have checked. Do you know if the people in the Dreamlands dream?
I would think probably. I mean, it's a different type of dream than dreaming, if that makes sense. It's like a metaphysical, like a. You know, when we dream, it's more like a. You know, I think this is beyond my pay grade, honestly. It's hard for me to explain because I barely know what I'm talking about. Zal.
I think I'm afraid
up?
the shrimp died.
Oh shit. I mean, how do you know that though?
I tried to contact her in her dreams to tell them that we at least survived and that we wish we could have done more.
Maybe that doesn't necessarily mean that. Think of it like, Zal, you're a math person, I think. Think of it like positive and negative numbers, right? You with me?
Okay.
Okay, so think of the material plane as a positive number and think of the Dreamlands as a negative number, right? If you are trying to if you are casting dream, you know, in the material plane, you're a positive, and the dream is a negative, right? So if people in the dreams dream, then maybe their negative is a positive? You get what I'm saying? Maybe try to cast dream when you're in the Dreamlands is what I'm saying.
That we don't tend to have a lot of time while we're there.
We can make time, maybe, in another one of our sessions. You know, our ritualistic sessions that we have every couple of nights.
You've given me at least some hope that she might still be alive.
Hey guys, I have to tell you something. Don't be too concerned. So yesterday I might have acted a bit weird, a little off. I hope I wasn't off-putting. I don't remember doing most of what I did. But I kind of hope that everybody forgives me if I did anything weird.
Like how you thought that you were still in the Dreamlands.
What? But he told us that he didn't.
Yeah, at some point I figured it out. Not the first time I told you, definitely not. I was trying to shut you guys up because I thought you all were projections of my head or something. So I think we might have reached the problem. I feel fine now. Yesterday though, not so great. I guess plus side and downside on this. Positives. Y'all know now If I ever kind of act weird, I am not aware of what I am doing. It's all fantasy to me. Downside, hey Nestle, when y'all were interrogating me and making me question how I was doing, I lost my leg. So if I could politely ask y'all to, and this is gonna sound weird, don't remind me I'm in a dream if I'm doing that again, because it hurts a lot to think about it.
Other way around.
Okay.
Oh. Don't remind me I'm in a don't remind me I'm in reality if I think I'm in a dream, because that might hurt a lot. I don't know what that entails in the dreamlands at this point, and I'm too afraid to ask at this point.
Okay.
That's gonna sound like a really weird bear with me thing. I feel fine though. I will say I'm doing all right, just mostly. That's a big fat lie. He does not feel all right mostly. He's just
That's
putting on a
every time you
charade.
say I feel all right, things start to get hazy.
Does it really?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay, all right. Okay, I guess things are not all right all the time.
As you say
Not-
that, things start to get hazy.
Shut up, the fuck. I actually don't know if you're really doing this to me or not. So I'm gonna role play it as that you are. And okay, all right. I'm gonna sit down and not think about this too much.
As you say that, things start to get hazy. So on this lucid day, what is the plan?
You want to talk about our plan, Nestle? I feel like Asada is the one formulating this plan, and it doesn't make sense that I would be.
Well, I think we should take a break.
Like, from the Dreamlands?
Just for today, maybe.
I mean, yeah, just for today is fine, but we gotta get back in there, man.
Yeah, of course we do. But I am pretty worried about you.
I mean, granted, yeah, I mean, you should be worried about your friends' well-beings, but don't worry about it too much. I mean, we're all, doing what we're trying to do, doing our best. Soldiers on the behalf of the gods and whatnot.
Saul is perfectly content to let you guys not go into the Dreamlands, because the less you go into the Dreamlands, the longer it'll take for you guys to face he who should not be named.
Karagor?
Yeah, Karagor, of course.
Must be what it is.
I will say, if as a quick update, you guys have 68 days left to get. Wait, David did wrong math. David did bad math. David did very horrible math. You have 38 days.
38 days.
You have 38 days from where you guys are currently at on the river path
To get
to get to Casimir. Casimir. Pretty sure I misspelled that.
Nestle, you're our calendar man. What we got, like 38 days or something like that?
I think I heard
Yeah,
God
38
says
days.
something about that.
so I heard something.
All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 of the items. We got 3 more MacGuffins left. So the Night Hags.
Well, are they really MacGuffins if you don't have to get them?
That's true.
There you go. There's my defense.
But what if, when he said there's only one gift, he meant like the Infinity Gauntlet? We get all the stones and we find out there's a gauntlet at the end. That's what it is, right? Or we wear
What if
all
the
of these.
gift is allowing
got
him
feet, you
passage
got a
into
hat.
the world with the same ritual that the Lurkers in Light were going to do.
Wait, what about the ritual?
I said, what if the one gift was allowing him passage into the material plane with the same ritual that the Lurkers in Light were trying to do?
See, I think you're reading too far into this.
Say's the
I'm
one
just-
that just said there's an Infinity Gauntlet in this world.
I didn't read it all into it. That's what that implies.
I was just trying to think of what the worst case scenarios would be.
There's only one gift that would work, and it would be a sacrifice. Like, clearly, this is how it's gonna work. We just gotta go up there and kill a Nestle. That's all we gotta do.
You know, that would probably work.
Well, I mean, it worked for the Count.
See, I'm gonna pull.
By the way,
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, by the way, I started reading, I've been using Audible again, and I've been listening to the Pathfinder tales, and the most current one I've listened to, I felt really weird because it takes place in Usalov, which is where Thrashmore is, and Count Laos is a background character. And I felt, and it's not like he's mentioned by name and rank, but I felt super weird because it was like he's just like a throwaway character in this book, yet I'm playing a campaign where he's literally the boss of everyone.
Spoilers.
Well, he is your boss. Oh, well, not your boss, but he is Assad's and ex-boss, I guess.
You mean boss in the traditional sense?
Yes, I guess.
He's just the
He's the one moving the story.
I don't know. Whoever would be above Loki and below Thanos, I feel, in my humble opinion, I feel that Laos probably is. And there's somebody like pulling the strings behind him.
Is it the Dark Order or whatever they're called?
I think it's a fucking god.
I think in between Loki and Thanos was Ultron, right?
He was so disconnected from the story, but sure.
Well, I guess we'll just do it the next day, but... Or we have to pick a day where Assad is lucid?
Okay, well...
You know how you think you're in the dream, in the dreamlands, when you're in reality. What if we go into the dreamlands while you're thinking you're already in the dreamlands?
Okay, Nestle, I want you to understand. How am I going to perform the dream ritual if I think I'm dreaming already? Like, that would defeat the purpose of the dream ritual.
Oh, that's fair.
And the worst case scenario is that you perform the ritual, it works on two of y'all, leaves Assad behind, and then y'all get killed. Let's play this.
I will let you know when I am fine. Because when I am not fine, I will not know that I am not fine. And I will not be able to tell you I'm not doing alright.
But if you don't know that you're not alright, then you'll tell us that you're fine. And then we'll go to the Dreamlands potentially without you?
I will initiate... okay, look, Zal, I know you're very smart, but... By the way, I have faint memories that you fell for my really stupid ass telling lie that I told you that I'm okay. Wink. You fell for that.
Listen,
that was weird. I was doing a bit, but I guess you fell for
listen,
it. Anyways,
Assad, I'm book smart, not street smart.
all right. Well, here's the thing. I've already established that if you guys ask me and keep interrogating me, I will feel a lot of pain, and I don't want that. So, I will tell you in the morning, hey everyone, I'm fine. Let's go to the Dreamlands. And then we'll go to the Dreamlands.
But if you think you're in a dream and you don't want them to know that you're in a dream because then you start having those weird visions, you will tell them that you're fine.
You know what? We'll figure this out at some point.
Okay, so my thing is that y'all want to, the next time, y'all don't want to travel today, but y'all want to travel as soon as you can when Assad is good. That's what my understanding of this is.
Yes.
Okay, and so today we'll just call it a done day then. Okay.
Alright, I have a magic item to roll for.
Go for it.
And since it's 2, I can actually take the full 8 hours and not have to worry about double timing this, which is nice. Natural 20.
I'm pretty sure that's a fail. You did such a good job at it that you made something else.
You do such a good job on it that the fingers are still on the fingerless gloves, and I'm just like, wait a minute.
You only have the finger part, not the glove. But okay, yeah. So you make your item.
All right, and then I guess it'd be before we go to bed. I'd hand them off to Nestle. Nestle, I have something for you.
You have something for me?
Yes. And I show him a pair of leather fingerless gloves. Try them on.
Not a game. What if he becomes a biker?
That's what I was about to say. And then Nestle looks up and then goes, "Where's the bike?"
What? What bike?
You know, I'm all here for you multiclassing into Cavalier now, okay?
You're a
You'll need a
mechanical
ram,
horse.
a deer, something you can put your hands on and then pretend it's a motorcycle by rooming it.
I call this bad boy the Iron Horse.
During this time of rest, do you all try to do your dream thing again?
I think I'm actually going to take Assad's advice and wait until we're in the Dreamlands again.
Okay.
But I should tell Nestle what these gloves do.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So these gloves, when you speak the command word, which I didn't decide what the command word would be because most people hand wave it. What should the command word be? I know several languages.
Okay, what does it do?
It allows you. Yep, there it is. Command word is investigate, but it can't be in common, otherwise it would just activate repeatedly.
Yes, it'll be activating every second because we all know how much Blue loves to say investigate.
So, I'm gonna make the command word investigate, but in infernal.
How do I say that?
Yeah,
I don't
Viv,
know.
how do we say investigate in infernal?
I don't know. Do I? Zal speaks infernal. I don't. Alright, so, if, you, put both your hands on a wall that's, say, 5 or less feet thick, you can, see and hear through it. It only works once per day, and only for about a minute, but I feel like it'd be helpful.
I'm gonna make a GM note really quick. Make sure all walls are 6 feet thick.
Alright, well, we just need to carve out a foot out of every wall. Here's my magic item of carving a foot out of every wall.
Okay.
And then all of
said
a
it was
sudden,
just
all the
once per
walls
day?
are 7 feet thick. What
You
was
could
that?
always use the
Oh, no.
Italian word for investigate, indagati.
That sounds like it'll be more like.
I'll forget.
I mean,
Look, I just couldn't use I looked up English to infernal, and I can't pronounce this fucking word. Okay.
I mean-
what are the names of these gloves?
they're the gloves of reconnaissance. They're a relatively cheap item, but, like, they're neat and probably wouldn't be in normal loot usually.
That is very true. Okay, so the day comes to an end. Assad, you try to go to sleep. Give me a will save.
Here come the nightmares. Send in the clowns. Haha, 11.
As you get ready to go to sleep, you're lying there. Time is passing. You're trying to sleep, but you're not really feeling it. Then it gets pretty late, and the drowsiness starts to kick in. And as soon as just before your eyes shut, you go into a panic. You get a panic attack. Because as soon as you start to sleep, you start thinking to yourself, what if you don't wake up? Or what if you go into the dream and you never come back out of it? It starts to terrify you. And this is where your phobia kicks in. You have somnophobia.
Oh.
You are afraid to fall asleep.
Oh.
With a fail will save, I was trying to think whether to do a fortitude or will save, but I stuck with the will save. With the will save, you are kept up to the point where your body just forces you to pass out. And then the next morning, give me a will save. You are awake, you don't think you're in a dream, but you are fatigued.
Is that the physical, like the actual condition fatigue?
Yes, you are mechanically fatigued, which you cannot recover until you take 8 hours of rest, which, good luck trying to go to sleep.
Shut the fuck up.
But you are fatigued.
Can that be overcome with lesser restoration?
Does lesser restoration do fatigue?
I think it does. Hold on. Yes, it eliminates fatigue.
You could always rule it that this specifically doesn't.
Yeah, which is why I asked.
So I feel like, here's the thing, David. I feel like for normal fatigue, it's like, you know, it's like from like in the middle of like conflict, kind of like type damage. You know, this is from literally not sleeping.
No, you can get fatigued if you don't sleep properly.
Oh, okay.
If you sleep with your armor on, you wake up fatigued and stuff like that. Fatigue is a mechanic that affects you in anything, really.
Who sleeps with their armor on? That sounds kinky. Okay.
When you're in the middle of a dungeon, why are you going to take off your armor? You can be attacked at any moment.
That's
Also,
when you
there's
slip on. That's when you douse yourself in oil and make it impossible for your opponent to grapple you.
That's what the comfort enchantment is for. But also, that is not what I ever thought that someone would say sleeping in armor is.
Yeah, it would be kinky. You would get a bunch of kinks all over your body.
Yeah, so you can sleep in light armor without penalty. But you can pay 5,000 gold to just make it so that your armor is comfortable to sleep in. And, as a bonus, it never gets dirty.
Okay, I'll say this. Lesser restoration will not work on it. Restoration will.
Oof.
So you can ask Brackish to heal you with it. So as long as you have someone that can do restoration, we'll go ahead and rule it, as in restoration can do it. But it is going to cost you 500 gold pieces. So
I have
whoever...
a follow-up question, but I'm not going to ask it until we know that Assad's having trouble sleeping.
I mean, it's the next day already. So Assad, you feel like you are okay mentally. You know that you're not in a dream, but you are tired as shit.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Assad. Did you sleep well?
Did you sleep well? Oh, that's right. You're an elf. You don't do that. Did you trance well?
You sound very muffled, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm like really far away from the mic for some goddamn reason. Did you trance well?
Oh, I actually am a weird case with elves. I can sleep and dream just like humans. Maybe several generations back, maybe there's some human in my blood. I don't know why it happens though. It's just a theory. Again! Sorry.
No.
How dare you.
All the cool kids are saying food theory now.
Food theory?
Yeah,
Why-
for some
why?
reason, I don't know. It's this new channel. It exists for some reason.
For the money.
But hey, that's just a theory. Money theory. Ka-ching! And thanks.
Thanks. But no, I slept well. And what about you?
Is coffee a thing that exists in this universe?
No, coffee does not exist. Alcohol does, though.
That's not gonna wake you up.
If you take strong enough alcohol, it could.
You have any oranges?
No, you're gonna have scurvy.
Yeah, well, I'm not really concerned about the scurvy. God, thank you for asking. No, I'm not really concerned about scurvy or anything. I just need some OJ, some sweet juice of that orange.
We got fish only.
I have an idea. I'd need to talk to Nestle to see if it would work, though.
If you're thinking about using restoration, don't even try. I already talked to Brackish. I got it very early this morning.
But you don't want restoration?
I thought that restoration wouldn't work.
Lesser restoration wouldn't work.
Oh, okay. Oh, Brackish has regular restoration.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want that to
Oh.
happen, just mark 500 gold pieces off your list.
I was just going to attack. I was just going to attack Nestle. No. I was just going to talk to Nestle and see if he could. Because Nestle can hand off extracts, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a skill that I have. I was thinking maybe I could share my extract book with Nestle, which honestly I probably should have been doing for a while now. I don't know if I have anything that he could use, but still. But yes, I could share my extract book with Nestle, and he could prepare you a polypurpose panacea, which could help you sleep better.
I, David, have no clue what you just said.
Polypurpose Panacea is basically Alchemist's Prestidigitation, but it's a first level spell. It has several effects, including putting you to sleep for an hour, and if you took it when you would normally go to sleep, you just sleep peacefully for the rest of the night. That's also the thing that I took to make myself not drunk a few episodes ago.
Okay.
Okay, but like, let me rephrase that because those were my mannerisms. All right, so here's the thing. Yeah, let's give that a shot. I feel like maybe some medicine would work, probably. Hey, fun fact: sleep and death are two very similar, very similar feelings.
I was meaning to pick your brain about what dying was like.
Yeah, so
do you care to elaborate?
Yeah,
and he just gets out a notebook.
So, you know when you drift off to sleep sometimes and you jolt, you know, that feeling you get sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like that, but that jolt felt like you were being stabbed in the chest.
Interesting.
And like everywhere, all the time.
You know that feeling about how you get stabbed all over the body? That's what I feel like when I die.
Zal is no longer in empathy mode. He is purely in attaining knowledge mode.
Yeah. But you know, in a philosophical sense. Kind of like how, you know, when you sleep sometimes and it hurts sometimes, you know? Like that.
Interesting. So, can you say that you've never... every time that you've died in those other times, it's never been a peaceful death, like in your sleep, correct?
I would say, yeah, it doesn't feel peaceful, for sure. I would say that it feels like, after the physical pain ends, you feel like a weight has been lifted, but you also feel like your soul is on fire.
Interesting.
You know that feeling you get when you feel like you've done something wrong? You know what I mean? Or like you feel angry or frustrated or just sad, like bottle up all your negative emotions and you just bundle them together, and it just kind of feels like all that at once. I guess some people have peaceful deaths, but hasn't happened yet, and I'm afraid it'll never happen at this point. You sure that I shouldn't be talking to a psychologist? I forget. What did you say you were? The ologist or the iatrist? I forgot.
Zal is neither of those.
Who did I talk to about that?
I think we mentioned it, but Zal is like a therapist who got their therapist license revoked on day one. You should not take your problems to Zal.
So, how are you doing, Nestle? Did you wake up just fine this morning? You look like you feel fine, probably. I don't know.
As I always was.
Thank you, Nestle, for making me feel better by saying that you always feel peachy keen.
If you think so.
You will never know the pain that dwells within my heart.
You know, I kind of forgot to give Zal these potions real quick. I think he would actually appreciate this. I have these 2 potions of alchemist kindness. You might want these. You might want this.
I walk up, I get up and I walk out. Yeah, alchemist kindness. I'm definitely in a dream right now. I'm gonna go wake up really quick. Potion of alchemist kindness.
Opens the door, just like lets his body just fold over the side of the boat.
Wait, I thought Assad didn't think he was in a dream right now.
You can tell he's being sarcastic. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You can tell it's obvious. It's obvious.
Yeah, until he spoke to Nestle. Then he was like, I have to be in a dream now.
Anyway, Nestle, Assad's been having trouble sleeping. Do you have the extract in your book, Polypurpose Panacea? If not, I can let you borrow my book.
I do not. I have.
Okay, well, if you ever need to prepare anything that I have in my books, feel free. to let me know. I think we should probably try preparing at least one pancake to see if it'll help Assad sleep.
Well, all right. Let's. If you want, you can. I don't know if you can, but I have my formula book right here. I don't know if you can study it or anything.
Alchemists and wizards actually can. If you have a spell book, you can swap books to prepare spells, but you can't copy them without paying the huge amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
So we can prepare each other's extracts, which is why I'm going to you, because you can hand your extracts to other people with infusions, whereas my only discovery is, safe bombs or whatever it is? Precise bombs.
Mm-hmm.
I have to add the formula by, adding the spell to it still has the same cost pages and requirements, essentially.
Right, but okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to the alchemist page and make sure I'm not making things up.
Here's what it says.
Yeah, you should be able to just copy the formula off of your books.
Yeah.
I think it's typically an hour of study, and that's pretty much it.
Is it per spell or is it?
I think so.
Okay. We could take this day to do that.
I mean, we can just say y'all did it.
Oh,
last night, because I didn't do anything last night, and y'all said that you were gonna try to travel to the Dreamlands the next time Assad feels better. Which, I mean, he didn't start off feeling good, but if you did take the restoration from Brackish, then you feel good now.
Let's just copy our things, I guess.
And that costs a lot of gold in materials that we do not have right now. Yeah, okay. I don't know how, I guess you can't. Weird. I know that wizards can do it. But I guess alchemists and investigators don't.
I mean, wizards can also shoot fire from their brains.
No. If I somehow learned Fireball, I would shoot it from my brains. Wizards would shoot it from fancy formulas that they store in their body at the beginning of the day.
I forget how stupid and bullshit this whole system is sometimes.
But yet you always come back to play it. But what is the plan for day 63?
Day 63?
Yes.
Well, I guess we're gonna go in to the next one. I'm going down the list.
You're still going down the list?
Yeah.
The Night Hag Ambassador's Heartstone.
Quick spoiler, that is my least favorite one out of all of these.
So that means that it's either your least favorite to roleplay or the easiest one for us.
What is my least favorite? Because I know how long it's gonna take, because I know how bad you guys are.
Okay, first of all, you don't know that for a fact.
To tell you the truth, I am only happy that Don isn't here for this one.
Because he would make things easier?
No, because he would most definitely sidetrack. Once you get there, you would know exactly why I'm happy he's not there. Because he would just completely sidetrack this. Is that the one you want to do?
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, we're going down the list, so.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the Captain's Tricorn or do the red webbed foot?
We have to do these eventually. Come on, let's go.
All you need is one gift. You don't need the Night
We don't know
Hag's
that, though. You kept the
Ambassador
cryptic.
Heartstone.
hey, one whole set of gifts.
Once y'all get there, he was like, I see, but y'all don't have my favorite gift, the Night Hag's Heartstone. It's like, damn it, David, you screwed us over. Okay.
You see, I lost that so long ago because she was your lover. No, because she stole it from me.
Just in case, let's leave it up to a vote. Majority wins. Who wants to do the Night Hag Ambassador Heartstone?
I.
Abstain? It's up to you guys.
2 out of 4 is still majority wins, unless you want to play this by DNC rules, and then David just chooses for us.
I sometimes wish I can do that, but Okay, is that the okay?
Also, that
that's
scathing political commentary.
Hey, look, that's on my side of the aisle, so I'm allowed to say that, okay?
okay. If that is the one y'all choose to do, it's my least favorite one. No offense to the writers, I just don't really like this one. I'm not a huge fan of it. Maybe it could be turned around once we actually do it, but okay. So
I mean, you are the dungeon master. You can always rewrite it. Like, it's one of the adventures.
I want to keep as true to the book as one can. That's always the purpose of this.
Assad, before we go in,
Yeah?
bleed first, so you will heal it over time.
Oh, right. I stabbed myself.
Winter walks in as soon as you do that and goes,
Winter?
"Oh my god!"
Wait, Winter's here?
Am I dreaming right now?
Definitely dreaming right now.
Oh god! Sometimes I wish I spoke to myself and never out loud.
Well, should I have made a magic item before we went in? Oh well, too late now.
You did. You made Nestle's.
That was yesterday.
I thought that was today.
It felt like a couple minutes ago.
No, I did it at the, in the last out, basically my whole day yesterday was transing and then making a magic item for Nestle.
Well, I mean, you can always start the item, and then when you come back, you finish it.
Nah, I'll just work on it when we get back, potentially.
Okay, so y'all get everything prepared. You perform the ritual. Assad, you are a bit nervous when performing this ritual. But everything goes well. So Nestle performs this ritual. The portal opens up beneath y'all. Y'all walk into it, and you guys appear in a pretty large alleyway. And the first thing that hits y'all as soon as you fully emerge into this place is, one, it reeks of feces, probably dead creatures, animals, and you see people here. You're not just in a empty alleyway. Think of it like what's the name of that Harry Potter place?
Diagon Alley?
Yeah,
Alley.
that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
The other
little
one.
shops and pop-up shops and other smaller little stands across the walls and stuff like that, and built into the walls. You see the shadiest as shit people here. You see people handing other stuff from their trench coats. No, probably you guys know that whatever types of transaction happening here is not up and up with the law. Maybe you see people just whacked out of their mind. Either they're crazy themselves or they're on something that is making them crazy, and you all emerge just in the middle of all this shit, basically. As that happens, you start to hear a little bit of a commotion, not in the form of, battle or anything like that. Just you start to hear commotions of people talking loudly, they're like, oh, no, we gotta move out of the way, and people are just running to hide in small little alcoves and stuff like that. And you see a large party pull into the alleyway. You see it's a cart surrounded with what seems to be guards. Right behind the cart, you see that there is a trail of people following them. You see musicians, holding up different types of instruments, some you've probably never even seen before, and they're playing their instruments as the cart is walking behind them. You see people holding up banners. It's like a whole performance that's happening. You feel like there's someone very important in this little cart itself. And as y'all walk up to get a better look at what's really happening, the doors open up and you see a woman walk out. A very older looking woman. Let me see if I actually if I uploaded the image correctly. Okay, and this is the woman y'all see walk out.
She is a tiefling hag.
Wow, rude.
You don't know she's a tiefling?
I mean, I can tell she's a tiefling. I mean, she could be a witch.
Could I roll knowledge local to see if she's a tiefling?
I go knowledge local. Yeah, go for it.
That's what you roll for humanoids, which tieflings are, right?
That is true.
47. Is she a tiefling?
That I am aware of, she is not a tiefling. I can be mistaken, but I'm 100% sure she is not a tiefling.
Okay.
She is just based off what she's wearing. She's wearing like really fine silks. I mean, you don't even have to do an appraise check to know that the stuff she is wearing is stuff that you would never be able to afford in your life. She is adorned with jewelry of all sorts of different. You see different colored gems on her rings, necklaces, bracelets, all that stuff, all that good stuff. Give me a perception check, everyone.
Oh damn! I'm double checking. That's not Nestle. That's me. I rolled a 20.
Yeah. It's also Nestle.
It is also Nestle though, and he also got a 20. Yet he rolled a 5. You rolled a 17.
I tried
rolled a
harder.
7 and got an 8.
Okay. Zal, you're more distracted. You get a little bit more distracted with the actual people in this alley. You're more interested on what they're buying and what they're selling and doing, more than this woman that walked out. Assad and Nestle. Assad, it takes you a little bit longer to see what Nestle sees. Basically, as soon as the woman walked out, Nestle quickly noticed it. It took us all a little bit longer to notice it, but you see that she is like pretty much covered in all this fancy attire, all this fancy jewelry. One thing stands out to y'all the most is that one of her necklaces holds a heart-shaped stone.
It's literally a heart. I didn't think it was going to be a literal heart stone. Oh.
So this woman walks out and she turns to the rest of her party, and from the looks of it, it sounds like she dismisses them, and she stays where she got out from her cart. She doesn't move from there, but she starts to scan the whole alleyway, this whole alcove. She starts to scan over, and as her eyes passes by the three of y'all, they come back. So she glances past y'all, and then she notices something about y'all, and she turns back to look at y'all. She's pretty far away. Y'all notice that she is staring at y'all. Anything y'all do?
Do I notice she's staring at us?
By this time, David, would hope that your companions would tell you, hey, Zal, I think we've been spotted or something.
Hey, Zal, be careful. I think this might be Kavandria. Keviandra. There we go. I think this might be Keviandra.
Yeah, caviar.
Nestle, we are not going to call her that.
Yes, Nestle. She might have caviar. That's not the point.
No, her name is Keviandra. I assume that's the best way to pronounce that name, perhaps. This must be somewhere along that book we read, The Falling Silk.
Is it fine that I'm reading through the stuff here? Would I also have access to...
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We spend a lot of time on the ship. We talk about these things when we're not in character.
Okay. So she's just staring at us?
Yeah, it's like, again, she was doing a quick glance of the alleyway. It's a pretty large opening. At least it seems like y'all are towards the end of like the dead end of the alleyway, but it opens up to a bunch of shops and stores, while the rest of the alleyway, at least leaning the opposite direction, holds small little stands and small little shops, little pop-up stands, stuff like that. And I mean, by y'all looking around, you know that's the stuff that's being sold here, that's being purchased, is not something you would typically find in any store. These are stuff that are kept in the down low. Basically, you see people buying drugs, they're buying poisons, they're buying some weird ass shit that you've never seen before, that you don't even want to know what they are, but you know, curiosity can get to you.
Hey Nestle, you want to sell them some of that opium you got once?
You can finally unload all the opium.
Do we see Dream Reardon here?
And you get to keep it when you leave the Dreamlands.
Hell, do we see regular Reardon here? We don't know what he's up to.
You see a half-elf run right next to y'all with a handful of cocaine and opium.
He bumps into Nestle, and Nestle just realizes his opium is gone.
But yeah, if you're just standing there, not approaching her, I'm not saying this for y'all to approach her, but if you're not doing that, you start having people approach y'all, trying to sell y'all things. You get one guy comes up and he goes like, "Hey, so, what brings you here? Are you, what kind of stuff are you looking for? Huh? I might have it. Anything interesting?" And he opens up his trench coat, and you see like
dildos, all of them.
Yeah, he points at this one. He goes like, "This belongs to a red dragon. You want it?"
Oh god.
Sponsored by Good Dragon. But no, he opens up his trench coat, and you see some drugs that you are familiar with. You also see some drugs that you've never seen before. It's like, whatever you want, I'm pretty sure I have that for you. As long as you have, the money.
No, we're good. Actually, we were gonna ask you if you,
Oh, come on. Look, I'll let you try one for free, Just a little sniff. The rest will cost you, though.
I pointed my monk robes.
That's the oldest trick in the book.
Oh, so you're
a
godly one, then. I have something for you, then. You want to see God? He opens up his other side of the trench coat. I have something for that, too.
Does he have holy symbols?
You see a holy symbol of Desna made out of weed.
Thank you, David.
She's a goddess of luck, and if you take enough of that, you might feel lucky.
Oh, come on now. She's the goddess of travel, too.
This thing can take you places.
You see, there you go.
Oh, I think I won one over. You want one? Want two? I get a 3 aside for you.
I'm just trying to improve your sales pitches. I'm good.
It's a BOGO right now. Buy one, get two.
As tempting as all of this sounds, I think we're going to pass for it for right now. And believe me, you're making it very tempting. We've had a very very
why do you want why do you want Dawn here?
This is
This is why they want Dawn here.
Oh, at one of these days, the Asada's just gonna break into the. He's just gonna just accept the chaos.
Okay, so we get this. He was a tiefling, by the way. He walks away from you. He was like, well, that was a waste of time. You see the woman is still staring at y'all, and she kind of waits for y'all to notice that she's staring. And if y'all do like acknowledge her, she stretches out her hand and with one finger calls y'all over.
Well, we did read the excerpts. Yeah, maybe she knew. Either she thinks that we're something going after her, or we can help her.
I mean, it's
Essentially.
we should head over. It's not polite to keep a lady waiting after all, anyway.
Right behind you, hear a guy. Oh, so you're gonna see a lady? I have some stuff for that too.
Oh my god, not now. We're good. We're good.
Okay, okay, out of character. I can
Bronze
see it
dragon
now.
dildo.
That sounds like it could really mess up your balance, your pH balances, your chemical balances.
I mean, it could really mess up your innards too, but I'm just saying.
Oh, this guy knows what I'm talking about now, huh?
Oh my goodness. Look, I'm
Mr.
married.
Look,
man.
look, I like you now. I've turned on you. Here, have one on the house.
No, I'm
And
good.
he puts some kind of thing in your hand.
You're just the proud owner of like an Ithalid ovipositor.
This is no. This is the equivalent of like when the police comment, like when I don't know, Viv, have you heard of a? I forgot where I heard this, but somebody was like throwing actual like bad dragon dildos in public, and the police had confiscated them. So like they actually had to like document them and in a public forum post them.
Amazing.
Oh god, I don't remember why they even did it, but I feel like they were just doing it to. It was, I don't know. I forgot the context, but kudos to them.
Anyway, you should put that away if it'll even fit in the bag of holding.
Is he finally gone?
He'll walk away.
I
Or as he does,
For
I
now.
took it away
he
somewhere in
shouts
an
back
alley.
again. Again, first one's free.
I'm good, thank you. Does anybody have any soap and water?
What is it used?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You saw him how often he touched his face. I just assume that he's, you know, I mean, I don't know. For someone who touches their face that much, they clearly don't sanitize their merchandise. I feel like I caught something.
Did he use it? I don't know. Is it used? Yeah, it is.
Oh no!
You know what? I'm changing around on this one. I'm kind of liking it now. No, but yeah, she's still waving y'all over with her finger.
Well, let's go.
Oh,
I think we found our new NPC. He's gonna following y'all around now.
No,
Offering
I
you
hate
drugs every single
We
time
can give him
you
a
can.
name.
Drugs or dildo. Again, sponsored by Good Dragon.
I
I
don't know
cast
if this
glue
would be
seal
an
in the
insult
space he
or an
sent.
honor. Can we name him Tony?
We'll call him Tones. Leave it at
Okay.
that. Yo, name Tones. Need me? Just call me out.
Wait, is he following us actually?
No, he points. He goes, "You see that trash can there? I'll live right next to that."
Okay, if he was actually following us, I would have cast glue seal in the space he was in.
I kind of want you to waste a spell now, but no, you're good. Okay.
I mean, it's fine. I got 8 of them.
y'all walk over.
Yeah.
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 I forgot her name. What is her name?
Kevyandra.
How do you pronounce her name?
Just a Kevyandra. It's like Kev, like Kevin, and then Yandra, like Yandra.
But that's not her name.
It's Q-U-E. It's like
U-E.
French.
It's Q-U-A.
QUA.
Is it really?
Quavandra.
Quavandria.
Quavandria.
Quavandria. Quave.
Quavandria.
The-
Okay.
Quavandra.
Quavian. No, you can say her name. It's Quaviandra.
Quavandria.
Quaviandra.
Quavandria.
Quaviandra.
Quavandria.
David, you fucking speak Spanish. You know how to pronounce individual vowels.
Apparently, some people say it Caviandra.
Caviandra. I can do that one.
Caviar.
Caviandra.
Isn't that what I said? Whatever.
I can do. Thanks, Viv. I really like that one. I'm gonna use that one.
Caviar.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the Laos note on the first one.
Caviandra.
Also, apparently, she associates with slavers, so...
Yes, she does.
Yikes.
You know, she is hated in her country, I guess, her homeland. She is known for doing some pretty shady dealings, and she does work with basically slave trading. She asked y'all to walk up to her basically, and she as y'all approach, she goes like, I know it must be an honor for y'all to be in my presence, in the presence of Corvandria, of course. I'll ask, y'all don't seem to be here typically, I'm guessing. This is not your type of scene from the looks of it. I mean, y'all are dressed in what some peasants will call fine clothing, but not in the typical clothing you'll find in this dump of an alley.
What gave it away? This one over here freaking out over, a dildo?
Is that what that was? Wait, was that a dragon's? Oh goodness! I thought that was like his intestine or something.
It's large intestines. Boom, boom.
I mean, if your if your intestines weren't large before, they certainly are after.
Huh? I didn't know they were shaped like that.
Is this your first time visiting this place? At least it seems like it, since y'all seem to have a lost face here.
To our knowledge, yes.
Well, I'm glad I came upon ya. It seems like you three are the only suitable people around here. Everyone is either drugged up or getting ready to take something that right now I'm not in the mood for. But how would you three love to have a job? You know, get away from this dirty alley, offering a one-time opportunity to work for the ambassador. Not every day you are offered a job like that.
Depends. What kind of job are you talking about?
And of course, what is the pay?
Oh, pay would not be an issue for me. Trust me, I can offer you more than you would ever make in a lifetime. All I need is protection. That's all I ask. See, I've been I'll keep this short, but I'll just say there's been attempts at my life, and I'm getting sick of it. And I just need someone to help stop that.
All right. By whom might we ask?
That's the question I am wondering as well. See, I've suspected it's someone in my party, someone in my council. The only thing is, I haven't been able to figure out who exactly. I have a few names in mind, but again, I'm not 100% sure, and these people are a little bit important to me, so I just can't go and behead all three of them.
Do any of them claim loyalty to you?
Everyone here claims loyalty to me. Whether they actually express it, that's another thing.
I kind of nudge Nestle. I don't know. I feel like this seems like a sort of something that's out of my pay grade. Perhaps a professional investigator might be able to help us out, or help you out, rather.
And she goes like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure anyone will be able to do this job for me. All you have to
We're
do
qualified,
is..."
though. We have an investigator with us.
Well, I mean, if you can find out the person responsible for them, that'll be great. I'll just kill them and the other two can survive. I just really need your protection for this party. After the party, I'll just kill the three of them.
Okay.
But I mean, if you can find the one responsible for these attempts, then I can save myself 2 employees, I guess.
I mean, you're gonna kill them anyway. That's out of character. And this is all gonna be done at a party, you said?
Yes.
Oh, another party. Cool. So this party itself, what is it in honor of?
Of me. I felt like having a party. Throwing a festival. It's been a very stressful few months. I need something to cheer me up. So are you going to take the job or not? I'll pay whatever you ask for.
So, anything you ask, or we ask of?
Sir, it's my life in danger. Of course I'll pay for anything.
All right then.
What we want is that stone.
Stone? And she reaches down to a gem behind the heart stone, and she goes like, why do you want this gem?
Not that one.
And another chick, another stone.
The one in the shape of the heart.
The heart stone? What? Why do you want the heart stone? This has no value. The only value it has is just to me, really. Can't really get any money for it. I can offer you more money than what this stone is worth. I can offer you 100 times more money than this stone is worth.
It may not have value to others, but to us, it does.
Are you sure you want this stone? Because if I'm correct, actually I can offer you 1,000 times more than what this stone was worth.
Indeed, that is what we want.
It's your loss then. This stone really isn't anything special, but if that is what you want, fine, I'll let you have it. But not until the job is done. Not until the party is over. Do we have an understanding? And she she throws her hand out to you, like in the gesture of what a king or queen would do, waiting for you to respond, but by holding her hand and kissing it. Wait, was that you kissing something?
No, that was me trying to fix a thing.
Okay, I
sounded
heard
like a
something
kiss.
pop. I wasn't sure if it was like lips on hand, or not.
It was a pair of pliers.
Oh, sorry, that was just me slapping some oil on my dildo.
Assad took to that real quick.
That's become our joke for the day. I'm so sorry.
Look, you didn't want this dildo, but now it seems like this is something you want your character to be centered around now. I need you to choose one, Assad.
Assad finally gets back to his family and he's like, I want to experiment in the bedroom.
But yeah, she stretches out her hand, waiting for a response.
Alright then. Nestle takes her hand and kisses it.
Oh, wonderful. See, I didn't want to spend any time, or I didn't want to spend any longer here. It's just filth. Follow the cart, and she jumps back into her cart and tells you just to follow it.
Wow.
Well, you're her bodyguards, not her children. You follow her back through the alleyway. It doesn't seem like y'all exit the alleyway. It seems like y'all reach another portion of this alley. That's a little bit more fancier, I guess. It's not fancy in any sense, but compared to where y'all were, it's a nice glow up from that. You still see vendors selling shady stuff, but it's a lot more organized, a lot more nicer. If y'all look back, y'all see Tom back there following y'all, constantly winking at y'all.
If he's following us, I'm casting Blue Seal.
He's always 60 feet away from you at all times.
He's aware this is our first rodeo.
It's real convenient that Blue Seal has a range of let's see, 9, 70 feet.
Oh God.
So it turns out he's 71 feet
Yeah,
away.
he's 71 feet away from y'all at all times.
He did his research somehow, despite the fact that we're not from here.
If you turn around, you see him talk to someone else and goes like, "Yeah, that one in the middle right there. We're friends, man. We're so close. He bought what you still do off of me." And then okay, y'all pull up to a
I would like to cast False Life on the way there, though.
Okay. Y'all pull up to what looks to be a drug den, basically. It's think of like what are those called? Exactly what are those little, it's those little bars, but I forget the name of those little
Like
machines.
opium dens.
Yeah, isn't it a hookah or something like that?
They're,
A hookah lounge?
Yeah, something like that. It's like yeah, there's like pillows and cushions all over the floor. There's little stations you can go and, you know, smoke something if you want. And she walks in and she goes like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for, just to relax. And she turns to I'll go ahead and actually transfer you to the map. There's a 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 map. It's so far away. I have to transfer you to one map so I can transfer you to the other map.
Wait, this isn't where we're supposed to
There
be.
it is. And we have some familiar tokens.
Is it the same person who had a bad time at the last party?
I like the little band you got down there.
Got my little band.
I like the tokens that you used.
Those were the only free bard tokens I could use.
Hold on, I want to describe them really quick because I like what I see. Let's see. So we got like a this guy with like this stupid ass mustache just playing a lute. He looks like
It's
a
like a
traditional
flute.
bard. Is that an Asimar? Or not an Asimar? What am I saying? Looks like an Aarakocra maybe. Yeah, it looks like some sort of Aarakocra with a little skull mask. It's also playing a lute. And then what I could describe as a Latino teenager, perhaps, from the modern day, wearing blue jeans and a black bandana on their head, playing a saxophone. I guess I know where they're at right now. And an Asian character, perhaps. Let's see where they. I don't know what that kind of hat is called. It's like a flat, like not flat. It's like one of those curved hats with like the what do you call that? Like the veil in the back? I don't know what it's called. Anyways, they're playing some sort of flute. It's mostly the Aarakocra and the teenager that are the teenager's art style is different from the others because it looks like clip art.
Okay. She walks down to one of the sofas or chairs things to sit down. So the leftmost couch is where you guys are at. Okay, so she sits down basically and she has a little instrument so she can partake in this drug den, and she tells y'all I don't care what y'all choose to do. If y'all wish to partake in some of these in delightful stuff here, you're free to do so, but as long as it doesn't impair you from your primary job, and that is to keep me safe. Now, if you wish to talk to these people that I've kind of have some suspicion about, you're free to do so. Like I said, if you catch them, go ahead. If you don't, it doesn't matter. I'll kill them. I'll kill them at the end of this. I just need them now. But if you do wish to speak to them, there's 3 of them who I suspect are responsible for these attacks, these attempts at my life, which I find disgusting. Why attack me? What have I done? Nonetheless, Only reason I suspect these three is because the one thing they all share in common is that they were there on those 2 incidents. Those same 3. One of them is a musician. One of the bards performing today. The second one is my personal fortune teller. And the third one is my, how should I put it? Assistant. Those 3 were there on both incidents, and only those 3 knew the routes I was taking. I tend to change up a lot of my stuff, and, but I always kept them. My fortune teller to tell me my future. My assistant is very excellent at her work, and this musician plays such beautiful music. I really don't want to lose it. Those are the 3 I suspect. Do what you want with that information. If you wish to question them, my room actually is the second one down on the right side. If you wish to use that as your interrogation room, it's all yours. All I care is that I leave this bar with my life. Do we all have an understanding?
Yeah, of course.
Wonderful. I'm feeling a little bit clustered here, so if you like to, be somewhere else, that'll be wonderful.
Do you guys want to set up the interrogation room so that we can get settled and then form a plan?
Yes, of course.
All right. This is the interrogation room over here, right?
Rightmost.
You said second rightmost, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be this one over here? Oh. David, can you say what they were again? Because I know one was an assistant, one was...
Okay, I'll go to better description. She tells you everything. She'll tell you everything. She tells you her quote unquote assistant, who she tells you is a female tiefling, named Anetta. Her fortune teller, who she trusts very much, named Dol Thief. Dol Thief.
Like thief?
No, Thief. It sounds like thief, but no, it's thief. T-A, yeah.
Oh, it sounds more like teeth.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like thief.
Yeah. And she tells you also a female human who is the musician here. She'll point out to you the musician, the last one on the row. Her name Kavrik. Oh, I think it's Kavriki.
All right, we're in the room by ourselves, right?
So that's the first thing y'all do is set up
Yes.
the interrogation room.
Quote unquote. Yeah.
The first thing I do is walk around and detect thoughts of the 3 people if I can find them.
Oh shit! I forgot. I always forget you could do that. And
It's
yeah,
only
this is gonna be a
surface level
fast one, man.
It's only the surface level thoughts. If they aren't actively thinking of assassination, then it's fine.
No, okay, you're good. Okay, so let me go with Viv first then. Okay. Viv, which one are you approaching first? Her assistant is gonna be the one standing the most closest to her. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be this woman in blue.
Okay.
Her fortune teller, I'm going to have be this knight down here, and you see that he is playing with some cards, or not playing with cards, but he's doing his fortune telling stuff. He's laying out his cards, and like I said, the musician that she was talking about is the one that's all the way down here, the last one in red.
Alright, well then in that case I'm gonna go with Anetta, then Dole, then Kavriki. Just because that's the order that they are in terms of distance.
Okay, so let me check their levels really quick. Okay, so she says that one of these trees are responsible for attempts at her life. So she thinks one of these is an assassin. You go up to Anetta first, and you try to read her mind. I would tell you right now, you totally succeed in getting into her head.
Okay, no will save at all?
Even if she could, what would be the DC?
18.
18. I'll roll, because I might be able to get it then. I thought it was going to be almost a really hard thing to get.
It's doable.
Well, it was almost doable. 17.
Ah.
Okay. So as you're going through her thoughts, you feel like her topmost thought is basically concern. She's afraid of messing up again. She was like, oh, God, gotta make sure everything's good. Gotta make sure the party goes great. If I mess anything up, oh my God, I don't think she's gonna let me go this time. I can't mess this up. I can't mess this up. Please don't let me mess this up. She is terrified.
Okay. And go either way, honestly. Then we have Dole over here. Okay, so this lasts up to 9 minutes, so we should be fine on time.
Okay, so for him, okay, he also fails. Okay, so you see him playing. He's playing with his card. Go ahead, and give me a quick stealth check, I guess.
It makes sense that the fortune teller would be able to tell when someone's trying to read him. That's a whole 10.
Whole 10. Okay, I'll say you get away with it. You still get away with it. It's a party. Stuff is going on. I was really hoping you roll less than a 10, to tell you the truth. Okay, so you're down there. You try to make yourself not look super suspicious staring at someone. He's not partaking in any drugs or any of the delicacies you can find here, and you see that he's like setting his cards down, and what he's thinking is, like, God, I have to get better at this, or she's gonna find out I'm fake if I don't get better at this. Gosh, I already messed up once. Good thing I was able to play it off, though. That's basically what it's going through his mind.
Everyone's nervous. Everyone knows their life is on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I assume I don't have to stealth to go stare at a band.
No, you don't. Oh my God. The only one that probably I had more confidence in passing, I got a natural 1 on.
Oof.
Okay. So, while you're doing this, Assad and Nestle decide to go into the ambassador's room to set up the interrogation room. As you guys are entering, Zal, you're probing into her mind, and you see that she gets distracted for a minute as she kind of stares past you. And as you get deep into her mind, the first thing that comes into her head, it goes like, no, they're not supposed to go in there. They're not supposed to go in there. Assad, Nestle, as you walk in, you hear cling, cling. Pff, the whole room fills up with smoke.
Oh, shit.
Of course, the only really lucky one here is,
Zal.
Well, no. Technically, Nestle. This whole room starts to fill with poison gas.
Oh.
And I think the really lucky person here is Quivera.
That is true.
Or Quivandra?
I think we're just going to pronounce it like caviar at this point.
Let's just call her caviar. It's just
no,
easy.
just say it's not that hard to say Andra after a name. It's really not. Just say Caviandra.
Caviar Andra.
No, just say Caviandra. It's not that hard.
Everyone in that room, give me some fortitude saves.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Against poison?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 25.
Doesn't Assad have something against poison too?
Dense disease.
Disease.
Oh, yours is disease. Okay. We're 9th level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Just had to make sure. I think Anya would actually be good in this situation. She just has complete immunity.
I don't know. I think she doesn't have complete immunity, but she has better immunity to it.
No, she would if she hit level. I think at level 9 she has complete immunity.
Oh, then probably then. I didn't think she did. What did everyone get?
I haven't rolled yet. You said fortitude?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared, so I'm gonna use inspiration.
I don't think you can use inspiration for this.
What? It's a saving throw, right?
Can you use inspiration on this?
You can use inspiration on any saving throw.
Oh, okay, I guess. I don't. For something like this, I don't know how you can use inspiration for it, but I mean, if that's what it says you can do, I guess go for it.
It's like the Dukes of Hazzard when you just stop time for a second and you just go, well, you're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Also, poison immunity for alchemists is at level 10, so she would have been 1 level off.
Oh, was it level 10?
Yeah.
Damn, I was close.
She would have a +6 to it based on her class alone.
Okay, I have a +6 right now. Oh, that's like more than the 30.
Okay. Shit. Okay, so even without the inspiration, you would have done it. So those rooms starts to fill up with poisonous gas. While it's difficult to breathe in here, y'all are okay. But there's all as this is happening in this room, the one thing you read from her mind is they shouldn't be going to that room. That's not their room.
It's plausible deniability.
But with that, we'll end tonight, and we'll continue next time.
I hope you guys are ready for a lot of bullshit next session.
I was gonna say why. I was gonna say Nessa says, "Why does this place smell like shit?"